Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is abiodunruffy. I film videos about school life, faith and my lifestyle. If you are new here, welcome to this channel. Feel free and let's get to know each other. If you are not new here, thank you so much for the love of my first video, guys. I really appreciate it. So in this video we'll be talking about my school story. My school story is going to be a series of episodes. So this is the first episode. In this episode I'll be talking about my school journey. I'll be talking about how I've spent 8 years outside secondary school as a student. I'm talking about my experiences, my struggles, and everything that came about this event. If that sounds like something you're interested in watching, please stay tuned. So, my Jamb results came out, and this time I picked University of Ibadan because Unilag already traumatized me. So I was just like, no, I'm not gonna do that to myself anymore. And I picked University of Ibadan. And I picked physiology again. I don't even know what I was thinking. I don't know what I was thinking. But at that point in time, I think I was just like, I wanted to do a health-related course. I didn't know so many things, but what I knew was that I wanted to do a health-related course. And from there, I would just find my bearing. That was my mindset then. I was not too sure, and I didn't want to like put too much pressure on myself because I was already getting enough pressure. So I was just like picking random courses in health. Basically, that was just what I was doing. So I picked physiology at University of Ibadan. And when my Jamb results came out, this time, my score was between the range of 205 and 210. So that was lower than the previous one. And then, guys, I remember then that I cried. And do you know why I cried? I cried in the cyber cafe where I went to check my results. See, me thinking of it now, I'm just thinking that it's not like I wanted to cry, but I remember that somebody said something one day. No, not somebody. I remember the person that said it, but I don't want to mention his name. So he actually said something one day that was telling us a story about one girl that did not make her Jamb exam, and she cried in the cyber cafe. So I think it's that mentality that hit me, that means when I saw my results, and I remember that he said the person cried, and I started to cry. But that was just that, and I got home that day, and I told my mom, and I don't know what we came out, or I don't know how that conversation ended that day, but I knew that with that score, I could not get my course because the competition was much. I used to follow the analytics then about all this school stuff. I was up to date on all of those things. I followed the blogs and all of that released information about school admission. Even till today, they still send me emails. A particular one is my school, so they still send me emails because I was their G, basically. So yeah, like I said, I knew that with that score, I was not going to get the admission. So now, thinking of it now, I don't remember whether I did the exam or I did not do the exam. I remember I did not go to Ibadan, but that means I did not do the exam. So I knew I just gave up at that point in time. And I remember one of those days in that same year, which was 2016, by that time my elder sister has gained admission to Yabatech. So my dad just called me that he has a family member in Yabatech too that helped us, that put us through my sister's admission. So he just called me that the form is out for Yabatech, that I want to go to Yabatech, seeing as UI is not forthcoming. And on the phone, I remember that I just said, okay. I did not think about it. I just said, okay. And I think he now started talking to that person on how to buy the form and all of that. So I now told my mom, and we agreed that okay, at least this is something is forthcoming. So then, it was the part-time form, not full-time, because in Yabatech they do full-time program and part-time program. So the full-time, no, I think it was full-time. Yes, it was full-time. It was full-time. But SLT, which was the only thing I could do, was already filled up then. So I had to go for statistics. Or we're already in the process of buying the form. I had to choose which course I want to study. I went for statistics. And did I write the exam? I think I wrote the exam. Yes, I wrote the exam. And I remember I scored 54. And the cutoff then was 45. But I know I came late. I remember I came late, and I think people were already filled up. I just knew that they did not pick me, even after surpassing the cutoff mark. Yes, I remember they didn't. No, okay, they did not. Yes, I remember. That year, they did not write post me. You just combine your Jamb and your Waec. Then they generate the points. It's the points that will not determine your score. So like I said, yes, that was it. So my score was 54 and the cutoff mark was 45. But they did not pick me. They did not admit me for the statistics. And I remember my mom also followed me. That woman, she's my G. I remember when I was in that building, that faculty building with my mom, and the lecturer we're talking to. And my mom just said, Abi, will you take part-time phone? Because with the way everything was going then, I already saw that these people are not going to pick me. So she just asked me that question, that will you take part-time phone? So I said, okay, yes. Because I think the man said, the part-time form is still on that. You can also do that. I said, yes. And yes, that's how I did that. I think it was the same point that they generated, and then we got, I don't remember all of those things, but I got admitted. I saw my name in the admission list. I think the first list or the second list, and I was so happy, guys. I was admitted for science laboratory technology for part-time. That was in 2016. So I was so happy. I When we went home, during my thinking episodes or my quiet time, I just told myself that I'm going to make this work. Even if this is what I have for now, I'm going to make it work. And I told myself also that this is not the stopping point for me, that I'm still going to write Jamb. I'm still going to like gain admission into the university. Basically, that's what I told myself. So fast forward to, okay, so 2017. So 2017 we resumed, and yeah, that was that. So I'm not going to talk about my Yabatech experience here. Maybe in another video I will do that. So that was that, and yeah. So 2018, I was in ND2 by that time. So I made up my mind that I want to write Jamb again. And also, I was already falling in love with my course, and I was doing well. I was doing well for myself. And I said, I'm not going to leave this OND and just cut out into the university. I wanted to continue it, and I don't want, or how will I say it? I didn't want my efforts to be a waste. I was already in ND2 by that time. So I said, okay, let me write Jamb again. And since the closest university to me was Unilag, that I would pick Unilag and complete my OND and BSc together. I didn't know what I was thinking, but that was what I thought, So I wrote Jamb again. And yeah, I studied for it too. I wrote Jamb again. And this time I made my score was within the range of 245 to 250. and I picked pharmacology. I think by this time I was already getting, or I already knew that I was going to study pharmacy. There's a story behind why I'm studying pharmacy. That story is not for today, but I don't know why. I think yes, I told my mom that I wanted to pick pharmacy by that time. My mom was like, "There's competition. You don't want to do this jam baking and not make it. That I should just find something lower that I also liked." So I picked pharmacology instead. That let me just see if it will come to pass. So yes, and I was still in ND that time, ND2 rather. So I did that exam. I did the post-2 TMA, and Unilag does their post-2 TMA, or their score, their score range in the post-2 TMA is over 30. So I scored 21 in that exam, 21 over 30. And the particular cutoff for that course was like, I don't even remember. I think it was like 60 something. So 60 something, sha, but I remember the distance between my course, the distance between my my mark and the cutoff mark was like 1 point, no, 0 points. It was 0 points. Yes, I remember. And when I told my mom, my mom now started to get more worried that is it a spiritual problem? And why am I always getting points to the answer, points to the points? So that's when I remember then she started praying more and more, going to church, praying about me. Because I remember then that my younger sister had gained admission to the university already. So, and my sister too was already in school. So it was just like me, I was in school to that time now. I was in Yabatech, but she knew that that was not what I wanted for myself.